Hello everyone, good morning, happy Sunday. So today I'm going to do a how to Instacart video. I'm going to take you along with me for the entire day. So it is about 7 o'clock in the morning. My original shift is scheduled from 9 in the morning till 7 at night. I have a 10-hour day. I already got a message from Instacart asking if I want to start my shift an hour early. So let's take a look and see what that looks like. Scheduled 9 to 7, Peoria. Do I want to start an hour early? I'm gonna go ahead and say yes if I can, hopefully. Okay, so now I'm scheduled 8 to 7, but I do not want to work 11 hours. I only want to do 10 hours. So I am going to edit that. Okay, so I'm just going to scroll down to the bottom, and I'm going to take off my last hour here. So that way I should only have 10. And if you guys remember on my last video, I mentioned that these are basically the hours that I'm on call. Okay, so I'm not going to be in my car waiting. I'm going to be home waiting. So like I mentioned before, try to pick a zone that your house is in. Let me go ahead and save this real quick. So it's warning me that you need to edit your shift 6 hours ahead of time. You guys remember I did get a reliability incident last time for that. So I'm going to go ahead and say edit shift because I know I have, it's okay. It's not it wasn't too late. I did get notified also, like one that stated that I am losing, I no longer have early access. Early access means you can pick your hours for the next week on Sunday, 9 o'clock your time. So it said I am back to regular access, which means I cannot pick my hours until Wednesday at 9. Yeah, so now it just tells me I can select my hours on 9/26. So I cannot, today is the 23rd. So see, I won't be able to do it till the 26th. So I don't know what I'll end up getting next week then. We'll have to just see. So this can change every week. So just because you don't have it one week, you could get enough hours in the next time, because what it does is it calculates your time for the last 3 weeks. Really, I was only short by 1 hour of keeping my early access. What a bummer. All right, so this is what I do. I usually get logged onto the app about an hour before my shift is coming up, and that's just so, if there's any messages from Instacart, they're gonna be up here on the front page. So as far as what to wear, I recommend kind of like picking a uniform for yourself. So you're not required to have a uniform. So I always just wear my black pants and tennis shoes. And then lately I've just been wearing a black and white striped tank top because it's still warm here. So when it starts to cool off, I'll switch to probably like a black or a gray long sleeve along with my black pants. So I just keep it simple. All right, so I got a message from Instacart, like reminder that your shift is starting at 8 a.m. It is 7:30. So you're always gonna have that little message from them a half hour before you start. Make sure your phone's fully charged. I always keep it just on the charger while I'm waiting for orders at the house. That way, and I bring this charger with me, so I keep it charging all the time. So then when I'm in the store, I don't have any issues. All right, it's 8 o'clock, so I'm going to refresh my dashboard. This says looking for orders. Shows me this red square is a very hot spot. So the blue dot's me. I can zoom out, see all those red areas. Now, like I said, I don't go hunting around for those. I just stay at my house because, as you can see, my blue dot, I'm in the middle of the zone. So I'm actually in a really good spot. there's no reason for me to go hunting around. Now, if you are on like the very edge of your zone, I don't know how well, it'll work. And then I just work on other stuff while I'm waiting. So for instance, I'm just here at the kitchen counter. I'm just working on my schedule for next week. I have my phone plugged in. I have my sunglasses, my keys, my wallet, my water, and an apple ready to go. So when I get my first order, I can just head right out the door. All right, I got my first order request. It's 8:11, so not bad, and it shows me that it's going to a Sprouts. So I'm gonna go ahead and accept the order. There's 42 items. Ooh, this is a big one. So it's 42 items and 124 units. This is gonna be a big one. It might take me a little while. What you do is you go ahead and just hit this right here. It's gonna take you to Google Maps. And it's gonna get you started. This handy dandy thing here, so I just put my phone right here while I'm driving. This one is 6.7 miles away from my house, so it's about 15 minutes away. Like I mentioned here, so I'm gonna write my starting mileage. So I have 1233.17. I'm gonna write basically when you get to your location, then it tells you, you know, arrive at the store. So then it's gonna say start shopping. So we're not gonna start shopping. We're not gonna swipe that until we have our cart and we're inside. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and swipe. All right, so the first thing you want to do is you want to scroll through the list and get an idea of everything that's on there. I'll do my best with my shaky hands here. So it looks like there's a lot of produce, shelf items. So you want to keep to the area. So I'm over by the shelf items, so I'm going to start with the shelf items. All right, so my first one that I found was I'm on the beverage area, and they want 10 Sprouts, 100% coconut water, a 17.5 fluid ounce. So we're gonna look on the shelf here and find it here. So you can see we have right here. We just wanna make sure that it's the 17 fluid ounce, and it is. So we're gonna grab one first and scan it and make sure it's the correct one. So we're gonna select, we're gonna press it, and we're gonna say found item. It's going to bring up your camera, and then you're going to go ahead and scan the barcode. Okay, so it's saying, oh, this is with pulp, so I need to make sure I find the correct one, so hold on. Are they all gone? They might be gone. Alright, so you see here we have the coconut water. I think it was probably right here. So as you can see, that is a very popular item, so I will actually ask someone that works here if they have more in the back, because the customer wants 10 of those. If they just wanted one, it may not be that big a deal. But brought out the case of 10 for me. It's gonna say found item, and I'm gonna try it again. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and say 10, and then hit found. So it shows that I have those items. Okay. While I was waiting for him in the back, I went and started finding the next item. So the next one I found was this pesto right here. Okay, same thing, you're gonna say found item, and then you're gonna scan it. Okay, and it found the item. Keep in mind, like this was tucked way back there, so it might look like it's not there, but just make sure you get up in there and see. He wants one package of the skinless chicken breast value pack, but you notice on here 3.11 pounds. So when you click on it also, it will show you the price, so you want to make sure you're getting the $3.99 per pound. Okay, so we have here this $3.99 per pound, and you can see the weight, it's 3.125, so that's the closest that I could find to the 3.11. so this is the one I'm going to go ahead and get. So I'm going to go ahead and say found item, scan the barcode. Okay, it's going to ask how many, so we have one. We actually have to put in the weight. Okay, so we're going to put in the 3.12 pound. Okay, I scanned through to see how many I'm going to need, so I'm over by the bags. So I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. About 20 bags is what I'm going to need. And then also make sure you bag your chicken. So you saw here, bag your meat. Alright guys, so that's my biggest order yet. I didn't show checkout just because I had so many and I was running a little bit late. Isolation bags, so I'm going to make sure that I put, like I have a few frozen items. So I'm going to make sure the frozen items get in there, and then I'm going to fit whatever else I can fit in there because it really helps to carry this to the front door. Alright, now I'm in the car, I got everything loaded up. It says due ASAP, meaning it's due now. Sometimes it will say a certain time, so we're going to swipe to deliver. I'm not going to show the address, so we're going to go ahead and hit navigate. This is the biggest order I've had yet, so it took me longer. Once you're shopping, you'll have a timer on them like you're trying to do. So it was saying I should have been done shopping within like 55 minutes. It actually ended up taking me like an hour and 10 minutes, so I'm running a little bit slow, but I had to ask twice for someone to go in the back to get me something. But the good news was I didn't have any items that I had to replace or anything like that. I didn't have to contact the customer at all and ask them about it, so that was nice. So kind of getting to know where stuff's at, so I did have to ask where one thing was. And I met another Instacart shopper, so we kind of stopped and, you know, introduced each other and talked for a little bit. Normally that wouldn't happen. So otherwise, I'm on the way. It says that the person lives about 7 miles from the store, so about 15 minutes away. There is a ton of stuff. It might take me a couple trips to the door. So that's delivered. So what I did was I took the insulation bags to them first, and I said, if you want to start unpacking these bags, I can grab the rest. So it took me three trips to go back to the car and do that. So I'll just show you real quick when you're done. Basically, now you're just going to swipe to complete the delivery, and then it will say go back to the dashboard. So then we're back to our looking for orders screen, and you can see I started over here, and I've managed to come all the way over here on today. Sorry for my shaky hands today, you guys. Trying to do all this one-handed is a little crazy. So now what I do, like I said, is I use my house as a home base, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just plug in my address into my GPS, and I'm just going to start heading back to my house. As of right now, it is 10:22. You guys saw I got that order at 8:11 this morning. Basically, it took me 2 hours and 10 minutes between driving to the store, shopping, checking out, driving to the person's house, and then, you know, getting them their groceries. A little bit longer, but you saw I had a huge order. So you guys, so I'm driving back. I got another order. It's Safeway, so I'm gonna go ahead and accept the order. All right, so I'm gonna hit my directions. I think I'm like right around the corner. I need to turn around. I'm at Safeway. This is my second order of the day. So that first one was big. It was like 72 items and like 100 and something units. This one is only 9 items and 20 units. So again, I'm not gonna do my slide to start until I'm inside and I have my cart. All right, I'm gonna hit swipe to start. All right, again, I'm gonna scan through and see what I have. So I'm gonna go through, we have some, look to see if there's anything for the deli. So like this one, they do have deli meat. So I'm actually gonna go to the deli first, and then I'll go do the, kind of work my way around back to the produce. So, all right, so one tip I have is if there's more than one type, so these are the red delicious apples, but if say there's more, say there's organic and there's regular, I always just bring up this page and it will show me the price. So this is $1.99, so I can see here that these are the $1.99. So these are the correct apples. So I'm gonna pick 12 of these. Once you found item, you put in the total, so we have 12. The weight, so we're gonna use the scale and we're gonna weigh it and enter it in. 625. Found. All right, so once you have everything, it's going to tell you your time. So I'm right there, and to check out order. So I'm gonna push that. It says all done, no call needed, go to checkout. It's gonna be like the shopper card we're gonna present to the cashier, and then we'll hit next, and then we'll start checking out. Order's smaller, so I'm able to fit everything in my 2 bags to carry them. One tip I have is don't worry about looking for parking, but I do tend to park by one of the cart returns. So you see I have a cart return right there. That way it's just easier to, you know, put the cart back. So that was another good one where I didn't have any items that were missing. Now, I forgot to show you guys, but when I went to scan the barcode for the lunch meat, it wouldn't go. So you have the option, you can just say force found, and then you take a picture of the item and then, you know, put in the weight or whatever that way. Swipe to deliver, and then I'm going to, it says to deliver at or before 11:43, and it's 11:09, so I should have no problem getting there. I'm gonna navigate using the Google. So this one is only 1.5 miles down the road. All right, so I'm here, so I'm gonna go ahead and swipe to complete the delivery. And oh, so today's a busy day, guys. I got another order instantly, 30 items. This is fries on Grand. This is back by my house. I believe this is that fries that I don't have service in, but here we go. I'm gonna accept this one. I'm gonna navigate there. About 4 miles away from where I'm at. My month review, that's why I kind of averaged everything together, because as you can see, each order is going to be so different from each other. So the first order took me about 2 hours just because it was a really big order. This order took me, you know, less than an hour, probably because I like when I got the order, I was like right in front of the Safeway pretty much, and then the person only lived like 1.5 miles from that Safeway. One thing I did notice with Safeway most of the time, if it's an item that has a barcode, it's going to require you to scan it. Safeway, I noticed there was probably 2 items where when I said found, it did not bring up the camera to scan it. It just said, okay, it was found. So I was pretty surprised that that happened, because what if I picked the wrong one? Way to check to see the items that you've already scanned, so you can go back and double check to see if it's the right one. 11:27, and I'm on my 3rd order. I got that order, I just loaded it up in the car. So sure enough, there was about 3 items that price didn't have that my client wanted. So this time, I always, even though I know that fries is kind of like a dead zone, I still try to contact the client and ask them. So this time it went through, it took a little while. So what you do is, when you text someone, you say, you know, you can say, hi, so-and-so, you know, they do not have this, but they have this, or is there something else I can get you? That's usually what I end up saying. When you're waiting, if you've offered them a suggestion, go ahead and just put it in your cart and then continue shopping. And then that way, when they get back to you, so for instance, they wanted, you know, the triple cheese macaroni, they didn't have it. So Instacart's suggestion is just the regular macaroni. I went ahead and just had the regular macaroni in my cart, ready to go. And she wrote back and she said, just get me the regular macaroni. So I already had it in the cart, so I didn't have to go back and get it. There was one item I had to refund her because they just don't carry it in that store at all. There was just no good replacement for that one. So I did that. I checked out. I'm driving to her house right now. I'm about 3.5 miles away from there. It is about 12:46, so I'm just finishing up, you know, my 3rd order of the day. So that one's delivered. Not as huge as the first one. That was still pretty decent, though. I think I had 30 units or something like that. So I didn't get an order like instantly like I did the last time. So again, I'm doing the same thing. I'm heading back towards my house. Kind of think of my house as the home base. If I get another order on the way, then great. If not, then that gives me time to kind of use the restroom and maybe grab something to eat. I still have my apple. I haven't ate anything yet. It is 1 o'clock. It's almost 1 o'clock. It's about 12:55. Started at 8. I got my first order at 8:10, and I've pretty much been busy the whole time between shopping and driving. So I haven't had a chance to I haven't used the restroom. I did eat this morning. I ate just some like egg bite things that I made and ate, you know, before I left. So I'm not really hungry yet. So Sundays are good. They're busier, so like you're busier, but then also a lot of times the orders are much bigger. I noticed last Sunday, you know, I had bigger orders, and I had a Costco order last Sunday too. Think about it, Sunday everyone's getting prepped for the week, so that helps out. So if you guys have time on Sundays, I say, you know, Sunday is the day to go. I'm about 5 miles from my house. Oh, and I just got another batch. Bird accept. All right, navigate. All right, busy day today. All right, I do need to use the restroom though. So my tip is, if you have to use the restroom, if you need to fill up gas, accept your order, and as you're heading to the store, get your gas if you need to get gas. Like, don't stress about having to get gas. Don't worry about that. You gotta get it. Just don't get gas. Once you've shopped and you have the groceries in your car, then don't get gas. So make sure you get your gas before you start shopping, you know, while you're driving there. And then same thing, if you need to use the restroom, as soon as you get in the store, use the restroom, wash your hands real good. And that was one other thing, you want to keep like baby wipes or something in your car, just because you want to keep kind of washing your hands throughout the day. Get some hand sanitizer, keep that stuff in the car with you also, because, you know, you're touching people's produce, so you want to make sure your hands are clean. Same thing, you know, when you get in the store, they have those like wipes that you can wipe down your cart with. You can do a quick wipe down your hands with that as well. I'm going to use the restroom when I get into this one before I start shopping, because I've already been working for 5 hours and I have not used the restroom yet. So I was about 5 miles from my house. This order is taking me 5 miles in the opposite direction of my house. So I'm definitely working on in a different area Usually I'm working more west of my house, and today I've been working a lot further, like I've been working more east. Exclamation point, you can click that as well, and it will show you kind of a little more information as far as where you're going to be taking the groceries, like where the person lives. I'm not going to show you that now because I don't want to show personal information. Alright, I just delivered that one, and as soon as I said delivered, I got another order like instantly. So another fries. I'm going to go ahead and accept this one. Just be busy all day today. And this one is 40 items, 51 units, so bigger than the last one. We're gonna navigate. That one I got through pretty quick because there wasn't too many items. I didn't have any issues finding anything. It's $155, so about an hour to get to the store, shop, and deliver it. This one is, I'm 3.5 miles away from where this one's at. 3 more hours.
For 3 miles.
3 miles, there's a prize right here. Interesting. So I don't know if there's a true rhyme or reason to what prize they take you to, because I have been sent to a prize, you know, to go shopping, and then when I went to deliver, I ended up passing a prize that was closer to their house. So I'm not sure if Instacart picks or if it's like a set thing, like, okay, the customer ordered it from this location, so we have to go to that location, which is what I'm thinking is what it is the customer orders it from there, so that you want to make sure that you go to that right one so the inventory matches up. So the only thing I could think of why it's not a closer one is that maybe the customer really just didn't know there was a closer one to their house. Otherwise, if Instacart is like picking it, I'm not sure there's really, you know, I could have went to that prize. It was already past the prize, but I guess it's taking me up to this other one, so I don't know. I dropped that one off, and as soon as I said dropped off, I got another order instantly, so I'm already back at that price. I just ate my apple, finally ate something. So it's about it's almost 3:30. This is a bigger order as well. The other one was pretty big as well. This one is 47 items and 61 units. So sorry about the lighting in here, you guys, it's crazy. Just a busy Sunday, you guys. Sunday, I guess, is just really good. Last Sunday, I only had 2 orders, and I had 3 orders for the whole 7 hours. So maybe because I started at 9, I didn't get in the queue and get going. Maybe, I don't know, but this time I started at 8, and I've just been back to back. I haven't even made it back to the house. What a long day. So it is about 5:40, 5:45. I just finished delivering that last one. There was a lot of messaging back and forth with the person who was trying it. It was their first time trying Instacart, but they've tried other delivery services before, so they're kind of just trying to figure out, what's going to have the best deals and everything. And so each time there's a different delivery service. It could be different stores that they have to pick from. So unfortunately, there's a lot of back and forth with this one, because it was either they just didn't carry what the person wanted, or they didn't have enough of what the person wanted. So messaging a lot. So it took me a little longer, but they lived really close to that price, so it barely took me any time to deliver it. So all in all, it wasn't that bad. But I went ahead, and because I haven't, I've had literally back-to-back orders since I started this morning, and my shift is over at 6, I went ahead and just opted to take my 20-minute break right now, so I don't get any more orders, because I'm beat. That last time, I could tell I was slowing down, walking through the stores, and that store, I hadn't been to that Fry's yet, and even though they try to give you on the app, they try to show what aisle it's going to be, it's hardly ever right of what aisle it's on. Same thing, it's going to give you a suggested fastest route. That's not always correct either, because it might have produce at the beginning, it might have some more items, and then all of a sudden there's some more produce again randomly. So if you go in the order it's in, you're going to be going all over the place. This last one, I was all over the place anyways, just because I didn't know some of the stuff. I just passed the aisle up, or I wasn't paying attention. I didn't look through the list well enough, so I could tell my brain and my feet are tired. So I'm heading back home, about 6.8 miles from my house. I've already been driving for a little bit, and I only ate that apple So I'm gonna go home for sure and eat some leftovers. Don't have to worry about cooking anything. My husband, Ricky, I'm sure he had a lot of fun with the girls today. They must have had a lot of fun because I didn't get any phone calls. Sometimes I get phone calls. Alright, my break ended just in time. My shift is over. So at the end of the shift, you're gonna see, was it great, okay, or bad? So I'm always honest in here, and I give extra feedback if I need to. So I was constantly busy. I had good customers. That's about it. I'm not sure if anything else was really that good. I don't have anything additional. If I have issues or I have like major issues, I'll put them in here, and then they get your feedback. So then it's gonna say I'm done. Shows me my next upcoming shift. I did get asked if I wanted to start my shift early for tomorrow. I'm scheduled tomorrow, but I can't. My husband doesn't get home till 5, so I can't start any earlier than 5. So tomorrow I'm just doing 5 to 7. And then I think they either asked me to extend my shift an hour later, today or tomorrow, and I said no also. So I'm home. So we're gonna go ahead and check out my earnings for the day. Everything's posted. So far, for the week, the way it works, Sunday actually is incorporated to, it's not the beginning of your week. So Sunday's kind of like the last day of your week instead of the first day of your week when it comes to getting paid. So for this week, I made $166.90, and then I can break it down by day. So today is the 23rd, so I actually made $129.89. So you can make some decent money if you can do a full day. So I did a total of 6 orders. I made $92.20 for the delivery earnings, so that's your per earning. I think we got paid $3.50 per order today, and then 40 cents per item, so that's what all that is. And then I got $37.69 worth of tips. I was on call for 9 hours and 40 minutes. Like I said, I took a 20-minute break, and I worked for 9 hours and 3 minutes. So I was basically back-to-back orders all day. So you can see all the orders here. My first order, I made $28.13, then I made $10.24, then $27.56, then $10.08, $31.58, and then the last one I made $22.30. This one has not tipped yet. She asked if she could tip later once she sees what her total is and everything, and I said they can tip anytime after we deliver. I think they can take a couple days or even a week to tip us or something. So my earnings could go up a little bit if I get a tip from that person. Hopefully I do. Not a bad day. Today I made $129.89, and I worked, you saw I worked basically 9 hours, 3 minutes. So it came out to $14.43 per hour. And again, I'm still probably waiting for one more tip, and so it could be like $14.50 per hour or something like that. So not bad for Sunday. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye.